What's going on, lock fam? Welcome back to my channel and welcome back to another video. So guys, it has been a few months since my last relock. I will be using this locking gel. In the description of this video, I will go ahead and tag this company. So the first step that I take when I am relocking my locks is I go ahead and section them off because I don't want locks falling in my way in the middle of relocking. I find that a lot of people don't know the difference between interlocking and retwisting. So I'm just gonna go ahead and show you guys real quick, starting by retwisting my locks. So I'm just going to do a quick palm roll, or my variation of a palm roll. There's different ways to retwist your locks, and this is just one of them that I do. So after adding my locking gel, I went ahead and twisted that all in. But the problem that I have with retwisting is once that lock is retwisted, you now have to go and tie it to something to hold it back and together. My locks also tend to unravel really quickly when they're retwisted. They're not locked in. When interlocking my locks, I never put the lock in the same direction that I previously went. I also make sure not to interlock too many times. It does depend on how long your new growth is, but you can definitely control how tight you are relocking your locks. Now, once I'm done my interlocking and I feel like my relock is tight enough, I'll go ahead and do a little bit of a retwist on all the loose hair. So guys, I literally just repeat the same process throughout. So once again, I'm creating a hole, putting my lock through it, and I'm pulling, making sure that I'm still holding onto the new growth by the scalp when I pull to avoid any unwanted knots, and also making sure I'm not doing it too many times where it's super tight on my scalp. I find with this lock right here, I experience the most new growth. So you'll kind of see how many times I have to put my lock through. So for this section right here, I do have two locks that are combined. I will be making a video to show you guys why I had to combine these locks. So make sure you do subscribe so you don't miss any of my videos. I am following the same process for these two locks. I'm making sure to put both ends into the holes as I make them versus the one end I was doing before. And I'm literally just doing the same thing, making sure I'm holding the new growth by the root. The most important step when interlocking is to make sure you do not go in the same direction again. when I went the same direction over and over again, it actually created holes in my locks. And I will also be showing that to you guys as well. As you can see, I still have loose hair that is not twisted in. So like I was showing you guys before, you can either twist the hair in, but at some points I do braid the hair in just because it does stay in longer and doesn't unravel. So what I do is I just braid down until I really can't anymore and then twist the new growth into my lock. And just in case you guys are still a little bit confused or still have a couple questions, I'm just going to do it a couple more times again to show you guys how to relock your locks. Okay guys, so I have come across two locks that are a little bit thin towards the roots. I don't know if you guys can completely see what I mean, but if I relock this one right here, like I'm scared that it will snap. Just a little bit too thin for my liking, along with this one. And they're right beside each other, so I'm going to be showing you guys how I combine my locks. So instead of making a hole with just one and interlocking, I'm taking both locks together and making a hole with both of them. And then I'm going to take both lock ends and put them into the hole. And I continue to hold, because if I let go and pull, sometimes they get stuck. And now I have like a big knot in my hair that I don't want. So like that. So already the locks are combined, but I will continue to interlock until it's at the tightness of my liking. For me personally, my locks do not like tight styles, so I rarely put my locks into styles after interlocking. So this is how it looks now. So I still have two locks, but they're connected at the root so that they are stronger. Like, look at the size of that. Could you imagine how thin it was when they were on their own. I have seen a lot of people who have combined their locks, and eventually as this grows out, they cut one of the locks off. So it's just one single lock. But for now, I'm just keeping my combined locks like this. Guys, I absolutely love combining locks, especially when they are thinning, because they just feel and look a lot stronger. And then you don't have to worry about your locks thinning out too much. I don't even think I'm halfway yet. I feel like I am a third of the way, but we're just gonna keep going and get through it. When I tell you guys the arm workout you are going to get when you're relocking, but it's all so worth it in the end when your locks are retwisted or relocked and they just feel so fresh and so clean. Nothing beats this feeling, guys. Once again, Lock fam, thank you for coming back to my channel and watching another video. See you guys soon.